You're the first thing I think of when I wake up, but you disappear.
So hello everyone, I am home right now for summer. This video is going to be a little different. For one, I have a dog in my hand. Say hi! Hi! This is Daisy. She's my 7-month-old Morkie. But I'm going to get into explaining today's video in a little bit. Right now, I want to say thank you to all the seniors who helped me make the video. I had a pleasure with working with a lot of you guys for senior pictures, as well as for this video. Alright, so now that Daisy's gone, I'm going to do a little bit of explaining into the video that I've created. So this video is going to be a piece of advice from current seniors that are graduating from California Lutheran University, and I asked them to give their past self a piece of advice as well as their future self. So this video was kind of a collaboration with a few of some awesome seniors who gave me an awesome interview, and this video is basically to give anyone who needs it some advice about college and what to or what not to do, and just how to go into things. So without further ado, let's get into the video. What is one piece of advice you would give to your past self?
One piece of advice I would give to my past self is to not worry so much about what people think about me. That was a big thing that I think I carried with me for too long. My first semester in college, I even stifled my personality a little bit because I didn't think people would be as open to somebody who was outgoing and loud and impersonable, and I thought that people would think maybe that was immature or, you know, not cool for college, so I tried to stifle that a lot. And it was super not fun, and I wish I would have started off with a better mentality. And so that's definitely a piece of advice that I would have given myself. I've learned over the past 4 years to really just let myself go and not worry what people are thinking or what they might say, and just fully be myself. So if I could go back and tell myself something back then, that is definitely what I would say.
One piece of advice I would give to my past self would definitely be not procrastinate, for sure. That is not good. You'll definitely lose a lot of sleep and you'll feel like you're gonna die. So I definitely don't recommend procrastinating.
I would definitely say get involved earlier. Like, I waited a while to get involved in the school, and like now I'm doing a lot of things that I wish I would have done earlier, so definitely get involved earlier.
One thing I would say to my past self is to not be so afraid to be yourself. I think that a lot of us tend to be so worried about how people perceive us and, you know, what's cool and like what people want from a friend, and you just can't be that concerned with what other people want you to be, but be who you are and people will like you. It's kind of shocking, but just embrace yourself.
One piece of advice I would give to my past self would be to get involved more and definitely take advantage of the opportunities around you. Definitely get out of your comfort zone, put yourself out there because it's not forever, and definitely take advantage of all 4 years that you do have here.
If I had to give myself one piece of advice, I would probably say learn how to do like a work-life balance faster as like a freshman, because obviously, like for me as a pre-med, I have to do a lot of work, so I avoided a lot of like friends, hanging out with friends, and doing a lot of different other experiences. But learning how to like have that work-life balance, you can enjoy the parts of college, but also being like really successful and doing your best at college as well.
I would just say to have fun and enjoy yourself, live in the moment. And for school-wise, I would say get involved as much as you can. Last year I was a transfer, and I kind of just stayed to myself, went to class, went home. And then my last year I really got involved, working on campus, being in Gov. You meet a lot of great people. You got to experience a lot of amazing things. So I would just say get involved as much as you can with different things. You meet great people who are going to be your friends for the rest of your life and who are going to help you enjoy yourself, especially through college. It's stressful. Yeah.
I would tell my past self to work a little harder. Now being a senior and going through awards and honors, I wish that I would have given more effort to like my major particularly. I think I did well, and everyone kind of gets into that mindset that like, oh, it's college, your grades don't really matter that much after you graduate in comparison to high school. But now looking back on it, I wish I would have like celebrated myself more in that sense.
So one piece of advice that I would give to my younger self would just be to get more involved on campus and just like things in general, because I'm more of like a quiet and reserved person, and it's a little bit harder for me to, you know, step out and meet new people. So I would definitely say, like, especially my first 2 years here at Kalin Woodward, I'm a commuter, so I didn't get involved as much, and that's something that I really regret, because now I've been doing student government, and I've been involved in clubs and things like that, and it's just completely changed the way my college experience has been, like these past 2 years where I've been getting more involved. So I would definitely say just to branch out more and get involved sooner.
Find ways to study, I guess. I struggled a lot when I showed up. I was like a 4.0 student in high school, and then chem happened to me. So find my way to study, or like learn to study, because I really didn't know how. And then also like let my friends be my friends, you know, because as tough as you think you are, you're not getting through life alone.
One piece of advice that I would give to my past self is to not sweat the small stuff. No matter what the situation is, no matter what I think is going to happen, some way, somehow, it all works out in the end, and life is good.
One blood, you make me feel like it's real.
What is one piece of advice you'd give to your future self?
If I could talk to my future self, I would tell her to live in the moment. I have a tendency to live in the past a lot and reminisce about all of these great things and how things used to be. And a lot of times the present is actually really freaking awesome, and it has so much to offer, and not focusing on that, you lose part of what that moment has to offer. And even if the present isn't totally awesome, it's okay, because it's gonna get better. So focusing on that and letting each moment really just wash over me, and take it as it comes, and not worry about what used to happen or what might happen in the future. That would be a huge piece of advice I would give myself. I hope I can keep doing that, to really just take in the moment for everything that it is and be grateful for every day.
One piece of advice I would give to my future self is to continue to not be afraid to be yourself, and to always express yourself, and don't care how people think.
To my future self, I'd definitely say don't ever like stay doing something you don't want to do. Like if you work in a job that sucks, definitely like get out of it and do what you want to do and follow your passion.
One thing I would say to my future self is to remember where you came from and remember your roots, because there's so many ways that your life can go and so many things that can happen, whether good or bad, but just remember the people who built you and bring them along for the ride, and the people who aren't meant to be in your life anymore, let them fall out of your life.
Do whatever makes you happy, and whatever it is, give it your all.
I would say, like, let's say if like I did make it to like my dream goal of being like a surgeon and everything, I would say just look back on everything and just kind of make sure that not everything is about work, and that you also have family and friends that you should also take care of, and focus on that as well.
I would say to be proud of where you are in life. Whatever you're gonna do is gonna be amazing. You've worked hard and you live with no regrets. You've enjoyed the moment. So just know that you put in the work, that you are where you are for a reason, and just work hard. And like I said, just keep having fun.
Just to be a little easier on yourself, you don't have to dive in head first. I think with college, I was just so ready to like be a part of everything and like be on campus and do what I can. And I think now, like looking back on it, I need more time for myself. And so my future self, I would say like, hey, it's okay to like not have everything like planned for the week. Like you can take a breather now and then.
So one piece of advice that I would give to my future self would just be to step outside of my comfort zone. I've been trying to do that a little bit more now, but I think if I were to keep continuing on and like stepping out a little bit further each time, that would really help me developing into like the person that I want to be in the future, and just be like a more well-rounded person, and being able to reach out to other people and, you know, ask for help or like make friends or things like that.
My future self. Don't let senioritis happen to you. I have to go to PT school, so keep studying 3 more years, and then we'll see what happens.
A piece of advice I would give to my future self is do what makes you happy, and always show compassion and love to other people, no matter what you think it's gonna get you as far as anything in life.
One blood, you make me feel like it's real. You're standing right in front of me for real. You dance.
The paparazzi. Tania, can you take credit? I don't want to.
Can I talk to you? No, can I?
Like,
No, can I? No, can I?